welcome back to Power News Asia. In our next top story, Samsung takes top position in the mobile phone industry, acquiring nearly 23% of the global market share, according to research firm IDC. Now Nokia takes second place with 17.9%, and Apple is number 3 with 9.9%. Since 2012, Samsung has been locked in a battle with Apple to become the world's top smartphone model maker. Now, despite facing strong legal challenges over patent issues, Samsung's Galaxy S3 made huge milestone in the third quarter last year by overtaking Apple's iPhone 4S to become the world's best selling smartphone model. Now, one can only wonder, how does Samsung plan to stay on top in 2013 and beyond?
The mobile phone industry is one of the most prominent and fiercely competed industries today. Buyers represent the strongest force, giving them strong buying power and influence on sales expansion. These include price-sensitive and design-oriented consumers, retailers, and telecom carriers. Knowing how to deal with this force would be a key successful factor. Suppliers have moderate impact on the industry. While switching costs for most materials are relatively low, key components such as ASIC and LCD require companies to maintain good long-term relationships with suppliers. New entrants have also moderate force. Huge investments and economies of scale pose a major challenge for new entrants. But the assembling process itself is easier than most other manufacturing, because most of components are modularized digital parts. Aside to that, customer loyalty tends to be low in this industry. Substitutes are limited in short run. Of course, there are some prospective innovative products such as Apple's rumored iWatch and Google's iWear Type PC. However, these are still under the surface. In the end, the situation in this industry is very competitive. Lots of players are still struggling in the market, and it is difficult to differentiate from each other. Successful features will be mimicked by competitors soon after the release. Product life cycle is short, 4 to 6 months. So R&D costs accumulate as number of products increase, because they are set up with various types of components and OS. In order to address the customer's preference, Samsung well knows forces against this industry so that it can be successful. Next, we move to Samsung's headquarters in Seoul, where our correspondent Zach Grant brings you more insights from his exclusive interview with Mr. Lee Gun-hee.
Joining me today, Mr. Lee Gun-hee is sharing his company's success strategy and future plans to achieve its Vision 2020. Nice to meet you, Mr. Lee. Thank you very much for your time. Samsung has been quite dazzling in smartphone industry in 2012. Samsung sales jumped from 165 trillion won to 201 trillion won by 22%. Its operating profit rose 29% to a record high on strong smartphone sales. Samsung's success story is not limited to financial statements. Since 2000 up to present, its stock price has increased 5.1 times. Mr. Lee, what was the key strategy of Samsung Electronics to achieve this brilliant performance?
Well, first of all, I'm very glad to keep my promise to my fellow Korean people, the converting Samsung to the global champion. Samsung was just a small trading company in Korea, and now it becomes one of the biggest companies in the world. Let me talk about our core strategies for the success. Building the vertical integrated supply chain, we make all the components, from AMOLED screens, chips to batteries. Therefore, we can secure the stable supply and control the output. Second, investing for R&D and continuing technology innovation. IT industry has been rapidly changing. We have never stopped investing for R&D to maintain our technology leadership for sustainability. I'll show you one. This is flexible. Isn't it amazing?
Wow, it's amazing. Can I touch it?
No.
No. How does it charge?
Charge? Oh. just wait until Apple launches a new thing. We'll follow instantly. Okay, back to the point. Providing diversified products to respond customers' needs. Customers deserve to have various choices. Those core strategies are converted to our core competencies to contribute to our current success. Additionally, we have been focusing on total brand management by doing sponsorship, Olympic game, and any big event.
Recently, Samsung announced Vision 2020 in the sustainability report. Mr. Lee, can you share with us what's Samsung's next strategy to accomplish this goal?
We are striving to realize our Vision 2020, which consists of a number of detailed targets, including becoming one of the 10 most admired companies in the world, jumping into the top 5 global brands group, and achieving sales of $400 billion US. To achieve these goals, I suggested new strategies such as increasing R&D for software know-how. Our hardware is the best, however, we still need to improve our software capability. Establishing ecosystem. Ecosystem will provide more benefit and convenience to our customers. Keeping innovation. There is no internal champion in IT industry. Continuous innovation is the only way to lead the market. The last, creating favorable experiences. Customers are always hungry for favorable experiences. We need to keep providing such an experience.
We have listened to Mr. Lee Gong-hee how Samsung is going to accomplish its 2020 vision. But some industry experts still feel that Samsung Electronics should continue to innovate. And with the current patent lawsuit embroiling between Apple and Samsung, one can only wonder how much impact will this do to Samsung's plans. I'm Jack Rand, Seoul.
Thanks, Zach. After the break, we bring you a special interview segment with our industry expert Peter Schiff and patent expert Terry Nelson, who share their views on Samsung's future strategy. So stay tuned.
Here we are, guys.
Samsung, the next big thing, you two, ideas.
We know that it's got to be big because it's for the Super. We can't say
You can't
Super.
say the name of the game.
You can't say Super.
Shija!
We actually can't say Super.
No, it's trademarked.
Why can't we say?
We could get sued.
By who?
Everybody, nobody, who knows?
Wait, so can I say Super?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say like?
Yee!
Can I say San Francisco?
Sure.
But I can't say the 40.
Yee!
Can I say the Baltimore Raid?
Could we say the San Francisco 50-1s?
Love it.
Can we say the Baltimore Blackbirds?
Absolutely. All you want.
Okay.
So then what do we say instead of
The
super?
big game!
So when
big
we
game?
El Plato Supreme!
The big
doing a
plate.
commercial for the big plate featuring the San Francisco 50-1ers and the Baltimore Blackbirds.
You got it, Paul. You got it. I like hashtags.
Hashtags. Okay, we'll use hashtag.
Welcome back. For our next segment, our correspondent Bob interviews industry expert Peter Schiff and patent expert Terry Nelson to find out their thoughts on Samsung's future strategy and significance on patent wars.
Recently, Samsung committed that its strategy to remain at the top position in the smartphone industry will be to increase R&D, establishing Samsung ecosystem, keeping innovation, and create favorable experiences. What are your thoughts on this?
So well, based on our analysis of competitive advantage and the market position of Samsung, here is our recommendations to achieve sustainable competitive advantage. Samsung should retain and gain market share on existing markets, in which Samsung is leading with a market share of 28% in smartphones. In developed markets, Samsung should build on its development and marketing strengths to further enhance its Galaxy brand power as well as product portfolio, including smartphones and tablets. Besides, Samsung should develop new products to cater for entry-level users. That is to induce current function phone users to convert to smartphone, which is still takes 50% of the total mobile phone market. Furthermore, it should improve customer loyalty and user stickiness by leveraging cross-platform application on its smartphone, phablet, and tablet. On the other hand, Samsung should penetrate more aggressively into the emerging markets. To win in these markets, Samsung needs to localize its products to cater to the local customer needs, including user interface, apps, and pricing. In the same market, we're expecting increasingly competition from brands like Huawei from China. To achieve organic growth, Samsung should focus more on differentiation instead of competing on low price to avoid pricing war in the longer run. Last but not least, Samsung can leverage and capitalize on its very strong local expertise in distribution network.
How do you think about the future patent law? And what strategies Samsung should prepare for the future patent law?
At present, the patent war between Samsung and Apple is in progress with a huge amount of financial loss. In my view, a next patent war will be getting more complicated with a fight over multiple players at the same time. The situation that Google, LG, Motorola, and other software companies shows Samsung all together could come soon. So, hoping never repeat this disaster, Samsung has several strategies. Firstly, by signing cross-patent contracts with other global ID companies, Samsung can increase patent portfolio. Recently, Samsung and Microsoft signed a patent sharing deal to use Microsoft's various patents without any consents and to hold in check Google, which someday could be enemy. Secondly, Samsung is now pursuing organic growth by acquiring small companies with patents, technologies in selected areas. As Samsung keeps focusing on small acquisition in mobile, video, and chips rather than big acquisitions, Samsung can boost the number of patent rights quickly, as well as synergies among them. Lastly, besides acquisitions, Samsung keeps investing in hiring and cultivating design talents, considering the importance of software and contents. We already registered about 2,500 design patents for the past 5 years and established design institutes in 7 countries, including Korea.
In other news, NUS announces plans to scrap all exams for their MBA course to encourage more fun learning, risk-taking environment.